On January 29, 2026, gold reached an all-time high on nearly $5,600 an ounce. The world seemed ready to abandon the US dollar in a matter of days. Gold suffered its most violent collapse in decades. Traders are calling it the Great Metal Flush. Today, we analyze the man behind the crash and why his nomination sent shockwaves from Washington to Beijing. But who is the man behind the math? Kevin Warsh wasn't just a random choice. A former Morgan Stanley banker and the youngest ever Federal Reserve Governor. He is a man who speaks the language of Wall Street and the power of Washington. The turning point was January 30th. President Trump officially nominated Kevin Warsh as the next chair of the Federal Reserve. To the market, this was a hawk entering a field of doves. Warsh is a respected economist with a reputation for protecting the dollar's credibility. His sudden emergence shattered the weak dollar narrative. As the dollar surged to multi-year highs, the debasement trade evaporated. Gold lost $200 in mere minutes. The message was clear. The era of easy money is under threat. Data from the World Gold Council shows that U.S. gold demand rose 140% in 2025. This was driven by a loss of confidence in Western institutions. However, the 2026 crash hit a crowded trade. Central banks in the global south had been swapping dollars for gold at record speeds. According to the IMF, gold now accounts for nearly 20% of global reserves. But when the CME Group hiked margin requirements during the crash, these institutions faced a liquidity crisis. The rush for safety became a rush for the exit. The timing of this crash is critical for China. In early 2026, the BRICS nations launched a pilot for the unit, a digital trade currency backed 40% by gold. This was China's most aggressive move toward de-dollarization. But the Warsh shock occurred just before the Lunar New Year break. Chinese buyers, who powered the 2025 rally, have stepped aside. The Shanghai Gold Exchange has flipped to a discount. For the first time in years, the West has reclaimed the narrative of monetary stability. So, where do we go from here? Some analysts at JP Morgan believe gold will still hit $6,000 as U.S. debt nears $38 trillion. Others argue the Warsh era will keep gold suppressed below $0.5000. In international relations, the strength of a currency is the ultimate measure of a nation's power. If Kevin Warsh is confirmed by the Senate, the dollar's dominance may be extended. If he fails, the gold rush will return with a vengeance.